Hello guys, this is Toki Doki, and right here we have one of the most exciting budget keyboard that I have the chance to review for 2023. This is the XVX Womier SK71 mechanical keyboard. Now, before we begin, XVX sent over this keyboard for an honest review. I was not paid to do this review, and all thoughts and opinion are my own. Again, as I always say, do take my opinion with a grain of salt, because this is a very subjective hobby. With that being said, this kit is really amazing. All right, this kit is a 65% full aluminum mechanical keyboard that ticks almost all of the boxes that I'm looking for in a mechanical keyboard at a price point that you wouldn't believe. At XVX website, this kit is being sold for $99.99 US dollars with a $10 discount code, which brings down the price to $89.99, and that is a crazy value for a keyboard of this caliber. All right, the specifications are in their website. You can check out the link for the detailed specifications. But to give you a summary of the specifications that are important to me, it's a full aluminum 65% keyboard, gasket mounted, all the foams that you need inside, polycarbonate plate, south-facing RGB illumination with even a nice side glow, all right, tri-mode connectivity. Probably the only thing missing for it to be a quote-unquote perfect budget keyboard is that of the VIA and QMA compatibility. Other than that, at $99.99 with a very good set of keycaps, you couldn't ask for more. It's crazy how this year we are reviewing keyboards of this caliber at this price. When I started this channel and the hobby, at this price point, all you get are plastic, polycarbonate keyboard casing, and most of the time they're not even tri-mode connectivity. Now, it's a very good time to be alive if you're in this hobby, because right now you don't have to dig that deep to be able to get access to keyboards of this character. Really amazing. All right, so you've heard the stock sound test. It doesn't matter if your keyboard is really cheap. It doesn't matter the specifications on paper. What matters is if all of those components work together. Do they sound good? Do they feel good? And I can tell you for the SK71, it works. It simply works, all right? This kit that was sent to me came in with the Otemo white switches, and there are not much specifications on the internet about it. What I can tell you is that they are very smooth. I opened some switches up. It feels or looks dry for me. At the very most, probably lightly factory lube, but out of the box, it is very smooth. It is very smooth, and it sounds really nice. All right, I wouldn't even mod this keyboard. You can use it right out of the box. That is how good this keyboard is. All right. The stabilizers are plate mounted, and some would say, meh, plate mounted, I want screw-in stabilizers. All right, again, my opinion, my unpopular opinion. I prefer to take plate mounted stabilizers that are good any time of the day compared to screw-in stabilizers. And what's my reason for that? There are a lot of good plate mounted stabilizers, and plate mounted stabilizers are so easy to disassemble. If you have a wire that pops out, if you have a wire that needs tuning, you don't have to bring out all of the components and open the damn thing. Just simply put out the stabilizers and tune them and put them back in. That's my practical reason. All right, and the stabilizers of this kit, super good. All I did was to lube the stabilizers with XHTBDZ on the wires, like I always do, and 305 grade 0 on the stem, on the housing. All right, and probably out of all the stabilizers, there was just one wire that I had to balance ever so lightly, and after that, everything is so good. All right, so yeah, does this keyboard work well without foams? That's the next question, because a lot of people will probably tell you, will it work well without foams? Because the trend nowadays are people looking for keyboard that sounds good foamless. Now that sounded super clean and super nice, and that punches way beyond the $89 price point. So I'm really surprised when I open the keyboard up. There's a thin plastic layer at the lower bottom case, which you see in other keyboards as well. The purpose of that is to prevent the PCB from shorting when it hits the lower case. But for this one, the gasket mounting is fine enough. It's not too bouncy, it's not too stiff, that I don't think the lower plate would hit that lower case. I don't think the PCB would hit that lower case. What's weird though is that underneath the PE foam in the PCB where your switch will stand, underneath the PE foam, there's also a layer of plastic sheet. So I remove all of those. This thing could run foamless, although based on experience, when I tried it foamless, it was too muted, at least for my setup with the Acco CS piano. And I think that would be the same experience with other switches as well, because the Acco CS piano is not a muted switch at all. And so this is my favorite configuration. It has the plate foam and one layer of tape mod. Sounds very clean. It's poppy, not too loud, poppy, marbly, and very clean sounding. And I love it. I simply love it. All right, guys. It's a good keyboard. It's crazy. It's crazy. If the Zoom 75 were my favorite keyboard of 2023, this will probably be my favorite budget keyboard of 2023, the XVX SK71. I hope you find this review useful. There's nothing much to say. I'm trying to compress my reviews now to less than 10 minutes because, yeah, that's what else is there to say? This keyboard is simply good. Simply good. All right. Thank you so much for the support. We're hitting 4,500 subscribers and probably 5,000 soon. It's been an awesome journey, and sad to say, guys, that I might be taking a little bit time slowing down in this channel as life is getting a bit more busy nowadays with my work as a pediatrician. So yeah, but I hope to continue doing content from time to time, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.